alcoholic, and the other is the cleaning robot.
Oh, love it. Why
And
is Skype open? What?
Even Skype and some bodies.
I don't even use Skype anymore, bro. I'm pretty sure when I installed this Xbox Microsoft shit, it like installed like bullshit I don't want. New game. Story, normal. I'm gonna do normal.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment.
I should find a shitload of Raptidons.
You will become the master of your own destiny.
Was there a fuckload of this one here?
To the Halcyon Colony.
Halcyon Colony.
There we go. Okay, let's go back to the quick.
Crimes against the colony, oh no.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
Disgraceful.
What the fuck was that?
Oh.
I bet you could arm wrestle a primal.
Earrings.
I'm gonna have like a hella good charm, like I am in normal.
For his bit.
Raw sexual magnetism. Send me your picture. I want to see what your character looks like.
Okay.
Is this gonna be like you?
I don't think so.
Muscular atrophy is practically a hobby in this colony.
Melee and ranged. What's temperament? Oh, okay. I'm gonna make my charm high, because I'm just cool like that. Where is this? 2 points available.
You could probably talk your way out of a landing ticket.
A landing ticket. And I'll do range.
A gunslinger. Oh, they're going to tell stories about you from here to Hephaestus.
Ooh, aptitude.
Wait, so they're basically fucking, right?
Ooh.
Never mind. It'll spoil it if I tell you.
Oh, okay. Don't spoil.
Yeah,
No
I'm
spoil.
gonna grab
I'm
water
streaming.
real
No
quick.
spoils allowed. Let's see. Bureaucrat, rank 0. Persuade. Shock dodge. Engineering dodge. Determination. Medical transition, inspiration, farmer, factory worker, you pick for aptitude?
What do you mean? Oh, the job?
Mm-hmm.
I just went for that one. The one that gives you dodge.
Oh, okay. The factory worker?
Yeah. It's the only one that really seemed relevant for my build. Realistically, I don't know if the facts. I might just grab whatever fits your character. There might be like a reference to it in here somewhere.
I'm
At
gonna
least
grab
you know
some.
the value of money.
But if there is, I ain't found it.
Science. Sous chef. I'm gonna just do cashier. Get that sweet, sweet, sweet.
Just do it like you do
persuade.
yourself.
Not quite. Kind of. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
You're a cashier.
I am a cashier.
Just for now.
I'm always really bad at making myself in games, though. Like visually.
Oh, I've never tried to do that.
Well, I'm pale as fuck. Let's see if I can do it. Probably not. Probably not very well. I'm pale as fuck.
I'm pale as fuck, boy. I am the veil.
Go away. Just giant eyes. Ugh.
Giant eyes?
I like making them really big eyes.
Anime eyes.
And the moo.
I really like it. They did a really good job with the faces, real talk.
Yeah, they seem like it, yeah.
What the fuck? That's terrible!
What?
No, sometimes you get offered flaws but you get like a perk point, but you take a flaw. I've taken a few, but one of them I just got was to permanently take a minus 30% to your movement speed and
That
be
is
unable to
pretty bad.
dodge. Like, that's insanity.
That's pretty bad. I think this is actually the closest to my hair I can go. This one, or... My hair's not that curly, but I do always put it on a bun.
I'd love to be watching, like, over your shoulder, watching you try to make yourself.
I'm streaming. I'm like, I don't even know.
Oh, you're streaming?
Yeah.
Oh, hi, stream.
I probably don't have anybody watching me. God, this doesn't look anything like me. This looks horrible. Ugh. I mean,
Girl
other
looks
than...
dead about it. Girl
Look
looks
at that
dead
purple.
about it. I work out.
I think that's the closest I'll get to my hair color. Reddish brownish.
Probably.
Oh yes, my classic unibrow.
Ah, yes. I mean, classical, if you're talking about classical beauties, a lot of them probably did have unibrows.
I'm talking about me. I'm making a joke. I do have thicker eyebrows though, because I hate plucking them.
Don't you love the pain?
Oh yeah, I can give myself facial hair.
The bearded lady.
Hell yeah. Oh, that's facial hair color. I wasn't paying attention. Oh. Makeup. I barely wear any.
The makeup actually looks pretty good in this game, though. They have a lot of cool makeups instead of just boring, you know. Make you look slightly sluttier makeup.
They have freckles, dude. Hell yeah. Wow. They have, like, instead of just the stupid cheek freckles, they have actual, like, full face freckles. Damn, okay. Hell yeah. Because normally you just end up with the stupid cheek freckles. That just.
So.
But they actually have full face freckles. Dirt.
Ooh.
I wonder if they have an eyebrow scar. Because I have an eyebrow scar. Give me classic eyebrow scar. Thank you. I actually do have an eyebrow scar. That's not even close to it.
Forsyth. Ooh. 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 Ah.
Alright, let's see.
Homie sells guns, guns, guns.
Skin tone. My lips aren't that thick, though. Mine are.
Oh. 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 Ooh. Oh. Oh. Execute. What's that mean? So kill them when they have a certain amount of health left. I'd love to buy you, but you're weak. So it staggers like a motherfucker, huh? Just kinda wanted to get one of these.
Here, you want me to send you a screenshot?
Of what?
My character.
Sure. Ooh.
I tried,
yeah,
but I don't know. I don't think it's that close.
Hey, it's okay.
Let's
As long as you're happy with yourself, it doesn't matter what other people do.
I'm gonna go with it.
That gun looks so cool. Where do I get that gun? How many you send it?
Discord. I sent it.
Aw, yeah, it looks cute. She looks like she'd star in a French movie about two lesbians discovering their sexuality together. That was a joke about blue is the warmest color, by the way.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
It's a joke about how I'm a lesbian.
Please power down your engines and prepare to be
Not likely, bootlickers. Initiate skip jump.
Did he just kidnap me? What the fuck?
Kidnap. Ow.
Hiccups?
No, I hit the ground really hard.
Oh. Sounded like, you know, when you breathe in and you get a hiccup at the same time as... and it hurts.
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? Bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope
HBS.
have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now,
I will literally
should be
stab someone.
Inoperative, but I've managed to hire a
I just want my
smuggler to help
fucking
me out.
outfit, okay?
I see we're in position. Good luck.
They put it in the wrong race!
'60th anniversary of the Hope's disappearance.
Can you hear me? Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler.
What?
His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry, I'm told he's a specialist.
This mission is hilarious, Blue.
Don't spoil.
You go, huh?
No spoils.
Okay, it's amazing though. It's about like the terribleness of post offices, but it's fucking hilarious. I hope
No,
you watch
great.
it. It's pretty fucking great.
Are counting on you. Should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste.
Ooh, sensitivity is way too fucking high. Just like
Oh my god, Blue. If I didn't have the high ass persuasion that I have, this whole quest quest line I'm doing right now, where I have to go fucking get stuff from would have taken like 3 times longer because I would have had to like go back and forth between them again. Oh my god, that's hilarious though.
How do you
It's like the most hashtag
adjust
relatable.
the fucking sensitivity? Can you not adjust the sensitivity?
Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty whip.
Celeste, no. We were making something beautiful together.
We go.
Who actually lights Motion Blur on?
Holy shit.
Hello.
Holy shit. Holy shit on a biscuit. This is so strong, it's absurd. Oh, wait. Honestly? I wish I could the vicar. This would give him one of the best ACs in the game. Fuck, now he's wearing my hat. Damn,
You see now, you've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Oh my gosh, he looks like a Bond villain. It's perfect.
Hey, you, come here. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest.
Should have some
Spacer's
info
choice.
on how that thing was
Oh,
made.
wow, that stings. Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's Choice doesn't like us accepting outside help. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters. Gibbering, flesh-eating, law-breaking, unemployed lunatics with guns. Some hullhead grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh? Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice. Yes, nailed it that time. You hit your head or something?
Oh.
You're in Emerald Vale. We're a
She was a
Spacer's
nice
Choice
woman.
community.
Oh my god, they have a bowler
Little
hat.
ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale.
God damn it.
Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna.
She was so much
Oh.
fun.
Is that some sort of fancy new drug? Are you with Auntie Cleo or something? Don't take this the wrong way or nothing,
Shit.
but I'm not allowed to fraternize with Cleo workers. Company policy.
One thing I do just like is your head armor, I think, is separate from body armor. So it's just like how armored is your head versus how armored is your body, you know? It seems kind of dumb to me.
Oh yeah, I got a sword.
But everything I do. Fuck.
Damn it, my ears!
Oh my god, I finally got clothes that are cool enough. Dude, my Vicar Max looks so fucking like Bond. It's great.
Tactical time dilation. Cool.
I forgot to do it just now doing it. I'm about to unseal some fucking horrors. Dude, you need some makeup. Holy shit.
What? Get fucked, losers. Wait, their bodies like disappeared in the grass. What the fuck? Oh, there they go.
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed! Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about. Really? How is he? Shouldn't have done that. Spacer's Choice family ain't authorized to receive medical aid from off-brand physicians. We'll see him back to Edgewater, just as soon as I cross these marauders off with the swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs some. Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost-benefit analysis. But, seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation, you know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Here we go.
I just earned a fine bonus.
Bitch said laminated. Yeah, she did.
Please be informed that this vessel
Okay.
contains no valuable plunder.
Alright.
You got.
Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authority. Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use
have to
violent
go down like that.
retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction.
Fuck!
Gesture procedures initiated. Disengaging airlocks. Preparing to eject all boarding parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment. This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne. I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain
I just do
Hawthorne.
not.
If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand? Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive
Blue, do you know what a
reasoning remain
psychophant is?
Unfortunately,
I do
our engine is currently inoperable.
Look it
Our
up.
main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced. Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's
they're right here.
Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of...
Fuck!
Do you understand?
Okay, okay.
Place is huge! Oh my god, it's got a second story.
Thank you. I appreciate your cooperation. Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
Woo! Level up.
Nice place you got here.
What is this?
Disgraceful low laughs. This girl's just trying to hurt her parents. Oh my god. Hold up.
You okay there? Alright, got everything on my journal.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, ma'am, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
Yeah, girl.
Yeah, fair point. I'll let it go this time. If you're looking to help us out with our Marauder problem, Talk to Constable Reyes over in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far.
Oh,
Just
fuck.
follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery.
Oh,
Now, if
my
you'll excuse
goodness.
me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my
Yeah.
report.
Fuck, Duro.
Marauders, deserters, illegal landing. What is this colony coming to?
I don't know, Kimball. I don't know.
Oh my god. Oh my god, she's the worst.
Ew, ugly.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from? Running around in a marauder's attire. You're liable to give some people the wrong idea.
Keep talking.
It's in poor taste. Dressing up like a marauder's disrespectful to all the workers that got eaten by them. Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices. Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that.
Okay,
on you.
I'm down.
Name's
I'm down about
Silas.
this.
Junior in humor for the town of
Oh
Edgewater.
my god.
We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Dude, every time I do something good, it always fucking blows my face in the game. It's hilarious.
Hey, I earned that fancy title.
Okay,
Started
I'm a
off
hop
a
girl.
lowly junior gravesite
Yeah.
builder.
Yeah.
and
Alright,
permanent
bye-bye.
engineer.
Boy, boy,
No,
take care.
And I was a
You
junior
too.
burial assistant for a time. Yeah? Hang on, I'm doing some math in my head. 20, 30, carry the one. All my life? Work's been real good to me. Fresh air, exercise. Only problem's the paperwork. Can't get anybody to pay their gravesite fees. Former people, yeah. Marauders been raiding my graves, you see. Hence the armed guards. Oh no. They are after the most precious loot of all. Spacer's Choice Company property. If those marauders swipe any more bodies out of my cemetery, company's gonna duck my pay.
Nah, I don't want to steal a shovel. Why would I steal a shovel? I guess I'll switch that since I'm just running around town.
Huh? What? I wasn't dozing off. I could really go.
Is that how much money they made in their lifetime? I need to switch that. Let's see. Setting, controls. Ah, so that's where mouse sensitivities are. Edit. Where's melee? Quick melee. Is this one? Okay. Let's see, what else we got around here? Keep dropping frames. It's kind of annoying. What we got around here? Ooh, stairs. Can I go in there? Can I hardcore parkour? No? Oh, I can go in this side too, I guess. Use some of that streaming money. I don't have streaming money. I don't even make enough money where Twitch gives me my money. You have to make a minimum of $100. I made like 40. I'm gonna turn the view distance down. That might help.
Hey, you hear about Wilson?
Heard Marauders got in.
Just between us, Wilson deserted. Lost his nerve. Ran off in the thick of night.
What?
You're kidding me. Damn. Always thought he was made of sterner stuff.
I think he was plagued. Guess he didn't want to die in the sick house.
Can't believe Wilson would do that.
Ah, shit. I had some of his salt tuna.
You moron. Got my sights on you.
You some sort of freelancer?
Yeah, exactly. Can't believe Wilson would do that. Just run off. Cool. I'll take all that.
Wish we had some better rations.
Just the way it goes, I suppose. Carry on. Hey.
Hey.
your rations yet?
Yep. 2 whole cans of salt tuna.
I love it.
You think corporate's ever gonna visit?
I'm not holding out hope.
I'm sorry. I'll just be a minute.
You had a minute. Next one comes out of your pay.
Ease off the threats, friend. I'm going.
Boss's orders. We all got quotas to make.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The cans bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show... Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just... old. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you? I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator.
It's all out LA. More wannabe of game.
Shirt, pants, work boots, company-approved colors. The, honorable apparel of a loyal worker? Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor.
Outer Worlds.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. Oh yes. Saw someone put his hands on a regulator while the power was running. His legs were still twitching when we buried him.
Lovely.
There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. Good law, no, I don't want you killing anyone, least of all them. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town. Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership. That reason was me. I asked too much and pushed too hard. But I am ready to make amends if they are willing to return to the fold. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that. Of course, I understand completely. Here, let me give you the passcode to the geothermal plant. A sign of good faith, for so politely listening to me as I ramble on.
Are you setting off for the Vale? Because I know my way around. I mean, in case you want a guide. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you.
Great! Cool. I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Best friend unlocked. Cool. Got a companion. You can stand up. I was just crouched. Sorry. Let's see. Journal. Okay.
Got my sights on you. Use some sort of... Don't make me report. You're safer... Use some sort of... You're safer inside the walls.
Don't make me You're safe. Got my sight.
They all say the same shit. Is there anything I can steal?
You think you're tough waving that thing around?
Yeah. You wanna go?
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office.
Companions. Alright, let's see. Character. Summary inventory. How do I check my companions inventory?
Where we talk.
Let me save. Okay. Oh no. Wow, those guards do a lot of damage. Alright. I just wanted his outfit. Alright. Alright, let's go. Come on, companion.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk. We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk. Hey. Can we talk? Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. I don't know anybody well. I mostly listen to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident. Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. All I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place. Can't say as I know. I wasn't there. The sound carried, but not the words. If Mr. Thompson ain't of a mind to tell you his own self, you'd best ask Miss McDevitt, if you can get out to her. Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. About if what Mr. Thompson proposes to do is upright. Leaving Miss McDevitt's folk to their fate. Their neighbors. Kin. And maybe he can think of something else to try. Something we ain't. He used to go walking outside town. Maybe he found something that'll help. It's just an idea. That's all. The mission's on the east side of town. You can't miss it. On account of it being the only clean thing. Thanks, ma'am. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Alright. You can check it out. I don't care. Where's this vicar dude? Darnell. Okay. Let's go to vicar.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Oh.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar de Soto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison. Anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town? They who are not satisfied with their work are satisfied with nothing. No. How about, work fortifies the spirit. True exhaustion awaits idle hands. The OSI teaches that the Grand Architect set a perfect system in motion at the beginning of time. Contentment is found by accepting one's role in that grand plan. The Order of Scientific Inquiry, also known as scientism to the layperson.
I gotta close my biscuits. Oh, I can't reach it. No, I can't reach it. Shoot. Couldn't freaking reach Revan, and I was cold. Oh man, so what is like being 5'1"?
You don't talk to the Grand Architect. Once the universe was set in motion, it stepped back. It has no concern for us. We will eventually decode the plan and all its intricacies. Once we are able to deduce the properties of every particle in the universe and its trajectory, we will know everything. The future, the past, each person's place within the plan, all will be laid out before us, removing struggle and bringing peace. No one will ever need question their path again. Some even believe this ultimate knowledge will unlock mankind's true potential, and we will all become akin to grand architects ourselves, after a fashion. Well, first there's the matter of the secret blood rites and animal sacrifices. I'm kidding. Seriously, though, to truly understand the metaphysics involved takes years of study and contemplation. Not to put too fine a point on it, but your choice of wardrobe is not precisely common hereabouts. Also, you lack the distinctive worker gaze. Usually either a deadening behind the eyes, or in some rare cases, a wild-eyed frenzy, like a trapped animal.
Lovely.
Pretty universal here. Except for Ms. Holcomb, who, for some reason, doesn't seem to have much to say to me. Isn't that right?
It's just... there's more to it all than numbers. Sorry.
I'm simply bemoaning the level of spiritual awareness in this town. Yes, but there are few who hear me in this miserable place. I must double my efforts to elevate my flock. These are good, hard-working people here. Yes, and thank you for pointing it out. It is wrong of me to succumb to distress. This place could be so much more, and I will continue in my quest to make it so.
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do? Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice? Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold. Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume. One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book. I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption. It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? It is not only a beautiful relic of a bygone time, it's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature of man's place in the cosmos. Not many in this colony could understand its true value, should they ever read it. Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Cool. He doesn't flip.
Hey there, Mary. Don't see you round here too often.
Oh, I just came to talk to the vicar is all. None of us are above confessionals.
What have you got to confess? You ain't thinking of deserting, are you?
What? No. And I resent the accusation.
Wasn't nothing but a question. Do excuse me.
I must be on my way. Verity to you.
Nothing for me to steal.
Our place in the universe is fixed.
Got my sights on you.
What we got over here?
Easy. Yeah, huh? You mean about the mission being too clean? I know, but Vicar says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicar sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass. Fixing the universe is a job for somebody way better than the likes of me. When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month. I love the wind here. Something you need?
Hi, Muscles. How's it going, boy? Ooh, what's over here? Ow. Eat the cotton candy. What cotton candy? I have some weird ass bananas.
I've always wanted to poke around in here.
System. Beginning security.
There's some weird purple vegetation you passed. Oh, I didn't see it. Did my companion die? No! Oh man, I was looking at chat.
Security threat.
Yeah, I blame you. Okay, let's see. There we go. Okay, let's... At least it auto-saves. Meow. Let's go try this again. that scared me. This map is giving me PTS from COD. Oh, oh. There's robots.
I always wanted to poke around in here.
Be very, very sneaky. Hell yeah. Consumables. What is my map? Oh, wait. Wait. Oh, here it is. Okay. Companions. Go to the hat. How do I use consumables? I can't remember. Codex, basics. F. Okay, F is the healer. I just had to be sure. Save. Yes. Alright.
Here we go.
Show me them flicks. Yeah, okay. What are these? Do defensive. Just so she doesn't go flying at things.
Here we go.
And grins at the end of season 18B. What? Do you mean, did I grind at all? No, I didn't. Not really. I was at like my season high. That's about fucking all. Why aren't you crouched? Let's see. I want to get my hack up. Hack up. Ranged weapons. Defense. And do. Add. Leadership. And I'll put one right in that. Key apply. Accept. I'm on my phone, so that means they're hitting all the buttons. The feels, man. Traveler. There should be more robots here, I believe. Wait, no.
Here we go.
These guys are tanky. Fuck!
Now switching.
I should have saved.
Garbage disposal.
Okay. Keep quiet. Wait, this is where it spawns me?
Everyone all right? Here we go.
When face cam? I don't face cam, dude. Oh shit. Oh please, the weaves. Yeah, I don't believe it right now. Where'd my companion go, dude? She pushed off. You're not gonna do that? I just don't have money for it. If I get money, I'll eventually buy it. I'm gonna get my hack up. That'll put ranged weapons. Saber. Saber right there. But also, I kind of hate myself, so you know. If you're taking streaming even semi-seriously, you'll probably make the cost back. I would buy it if I had the money. My car broke, the brakes fucked up yesterday, and I had to pay $1,333 to get it fixed. So I'm like flat broke. Completely broke. completely fucking broke right now. Ugh. And I have my insurance payment coming up, so it's like, I ain't got the money for it. And I barely made any donations streaming anyway. I'm not trying to hassle, I'm not saying you're aged, but 25, maybe peanuts and all, it seems. Yeah, I know it may be a thing, like, for, how do I get in there? It may be, like, it might be a thing, but, like, I just don't have the money for it. Probably won't have the money for it for a while. So. God, that moonstone's fucking scary, dude. Here comes the sun. Do 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 do. Hello. Can I sell now? I can! Yay! These guys take like no damage. I don't have the bullets for it. Ah! Up here. I'm not really trying to. I just noticed you actually putting effort into this. You probably have way more weirdos in here beside myself. I don't know. Gimme, gimme.
That was quick.
can go downstairs. Or is there a reason to come back here? No? Let's see, you tried your best, I'll try the rest. Spacers. Oh, did I I may have just redirected the power without thinking about it.
That'll be easy enough.
Hello? Let's see. Personal logs. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Here they go. That's the last of them.
I just don't know about like streaming it. Like I have fun doing it, but I mainly do it to chill out. You know? Just relax. Bullets. Who the fuck is talking down there? What are you? Bard.
2 more. What'll happen to Miss McDevitt's folk if we send power to the Vale?
Should I go talk to her first before I do this? Who's down here? Yeah, let's go talk before we finish this one. Someone like me? What's that supposed to be? DPS mechanics my ass. I need to turn down the motion blur. Can I turn it down? It's all the way on 0. Why do I feel like I'm just like all over the place? I could probably try a bit harder on streaming. But oh, it's just I work 2 jobs, go to school. It's a lot of stuff. Where's Miss Abbott or whatever her fucking name is? She's over there. Can I turn these off? Abigail, what's this thing? Oh wait, that helmet's 17. I'm gonna keep that. Hello? Anybody home? Even for smaller dudes, it's easier to save on pretty quickly. Yeah. Oh, another one of you. What is that? Grenade launcher. If you're anything remotely like a girl, I anticipate you probably have a much easier time building a strain than someone like myself. I'm not trying to be sexist, I've just seen happen many times. Oh no, I get you. Thick thighs save lives. E-boys want E-titties. If they see my face, that'll limit my chance of getting people to follow me. It's really not a bad idea for some honest supplementary income, potentially, especially if you're already putting in the time. Yeah. Where is she? She's all over there. Mushrooms. No one wants to see my titties, feels bad, man.
We don't want any trouble.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
I don't know you.
I don't know
Whatever
you
you're
either.
looking for, it ain't here. Move along. Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those. Yeah, that's us. And you can tell Thompson we're doing just fine by ourselves. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you. Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind. You don't know what enough with the questions means? No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her. It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging. That ain't exactly her
I'm
talent.
not prying too
Can't
deeply,
imagine where she's gone.
but you already
Hill's
kind
a
of
wide
mentioned, are you particularly just shy
could be
about it?
anywhere.
Shy about what, camera or my face being hideous?
Could do without the gallows humor. I'll tell you what I can. Vex me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I'd check her room, but I got yelled at for snooping once already. Little ways ago, she was always obsessing over her serial dramas. Wanted to see what the fuss was about. Could be. Dangers aplenty out there. No telling why marauders would steal somebody like Zoe. Got no useful skills far as I could tell. Marauder gang just moved into the districts a little ways east. Their numbers are growing. Gotta come from somewhere. Well, enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does.
Ugh. Everybody seems to think so with my voice.
She was lazy and thoughtless, but she's still one of our own. Well, enough to know we never got on.
That's not what I meant to click. Fuck.
Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does. What is it?
Okay. Hello. Yeah.
Keep your wits about you, friend.
I'm just here to loot your house. I don't want the necklace. That's why I tried to stay away. I made mistakes in the past. Yeah. Everybody thinks because you got a good voice that it... And I don't know why people like my voice. A lot of people like my voice. It's interesting. Hello.
If you're hungry, Stefan's got supplies.
I don't want to steal too much stuff. I'd feel bad. Your voice is soothing. It's nice. Oh yeah. It's okay. This stuff's mine now. I will steal your ammo. Ugh. Ow. Crunch. Hello? Anybody home? Anything for me to steal? Oh yeah. I'll take that. Lock apple.
Keep your wits about you, friend.
I'll do what I want.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
Who?
Oh, didn't see you there. I was just occupying myself with a little engineering. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi.
He's so into her.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no. I'm just along with this lady here.
Are you from town? I mean, you don't exactly look like you're from town. Never heard it phrased in such a way before. I guess we're all trying to get our ships off the ground, ain't we? Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying.
Oh, you're dying?
Everybody
Thanks,
here
I'm just ugly.
thinks I'm a
Relatable. Big
genius, but
mood,
I
big
couldn't fix
mood.
a busted chair. I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged. I wish I knew. I wagered the town had the full set once upon a time. Where the third's gone, I can't say. Would you? I'd be grateful. What's on your mind? Luck, mostly. Nothing's needed serious repairing yet. Nothing's broken down that we can't just replace with something scavenged from the outskirts. Oh, I can swap out a water filter or charge up a battery and go on pretending I know what I'm doing, but the moment I'm asked to do any real engineering, I'm in trouble. Couple months. This camp's my home. People you see milling about, they're my family. At least I think of them that way. I owe them my life. Would have died in the wilderness if they hadn't chanced upon me, starving and delirious. We all left the cannery for one reason or another. Me? I was let go, mostly on account of my incompetence. I mean, I was incompetent. I couldn't even survive on my own. Grace found me, Adelaide took me in, I've been on my feet ever since.
You weren't incompetent. You just didn't fit the cannery. Not like here. This place had a U-shaped hole, and now it doesn't.
Oh, boy.
You could stay, you know. Here. I'd be happy to... I mean, we could really use... oh, this isn't coming out right. If you want, Adelaide would make a place for you.
I'll be right back. Give me 1 second.
Ready when you are. Do. I'm back. Ooh. Como estas, muchachos? Muy bien. E2. Let's see what we got.
What is that mod I had for? Oh, I had a big ass hammer. Where's that? I think that's. Sound is doubling for you? Like me talking, or? Hello. Hello. Sound is doubling for me. I checked my stream. Doesn't sound. Sound is doubling for me. I checked my stream. Doesn't sound. Sounds fine on my stream. Gonna okay. Yeah, give that a go. Maybe that's what's up with it. Look at all these fucking apples. Yummy. Refreshing helped? Oh, good. Because I was like, I don't know what's causing that. Unless you did something? No, I didn't. Oh. Did you run an ad when you AFK'd? No. I don't know how to do that. I don't make money from ads. Hello.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear? I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do.
Actually, you do make money from ads? Oh, really?
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned. A home for anyone who's ever turned their backs on Edgewater. A home for those of us with nowhere left to go and nothing to lose. So, like the spores of the puffball, cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil, we put down new roots. It is an unpleasant story, dear. But the short of it is that sometimes one wakes up and realizes the place that was once her home for much of her life has changed.
Yes, run them every 10 to 20 minutes and your viewers will not get them
move on.
Pre-roid
That is as much as I will say on the subject.
I'll have to look at that.
Reed Thompson, you here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
The creator dashboard. Let me... Oh, did I mute because I held tab? That's weird.
Make amends. Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves. he would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans? Cannery's got a regulator. You want chip parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do. A hero to the people who matter.
You're on one monitor? Yeah.
To the ones who come around. To the ones you save. Reed will never understand. He has been
sadly. My second monitor doesn't work on my new computer. I don't have a spare HDMI cable, I believe. So I need to get a different one.
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives. You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it.
So you need an HDMI to a DVI cable? So my current monitor is HDMI, just flat HDMI. And I don't think I have another I think the problem is I don't have another HDMI port on the back of my computer. I have one of the, yeah, I don't have another HDMI port. I have one of the, whatever they fucking call it. I forgot what they're called. They have like the two little screws on the side of them.
You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scraps Spacer's Choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork.
DisplayPort? Probably.
Gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
I'm all right. I ain't so fragile.
That was unkind of me. I'm sorry, dear.
Well, the port is black. I don't have a cable for it, that's the thing.
It's not much of a living. Every single person in that town has sold themselves.
I believe I have a VGA cable, and that was
body, blood, and
wasn't the right one.
You've been there.
Because the other monitor I have is an old Dell monitor.
All anyone ever does is toil over a cannery. They give their lives for some heartless corporation.
It's a really big old Dell monitor, so not like a box monitor, but it's on the thicker end. DP looks like a Thunderbolt. Let's see. I think it's a DVI port. I'm pretty sure. Let me look. Yeah, it's a DVI port. I just don't have a DVI cable. I don't even know if the back of this one has a DVI on it. I'll have to check.
So, what do you say? Divert power over to us. Shut down that abominable cannery for good.
Probably do somewhere. No promises. You probably do somewhere. I don't think I do Not that I can think of. I've looked through a bunch of my old cords and I haven't found any.
What do you think you're doing?
I didn't mean to, I'm sorry.
Anything else I can do for you? That's not strange at all, dear. Few of us truly know where we are.
They hand those shits out like
The
candy.
world can seem like
They
a
didn't hand
forest
any out in my
without end,
desktop.
and it is all too easy to lose
They
one
handed
of
out
us.
at HDMI.
But we must remember that being lost is the first step in discovering yourself. This is the old botanical lab in Emerald Vale, on Terra 2. By the look on your face, I'm guessing you're not quite following me. Are you not feeling well? Ought to lay your head down if you're running fever. Are you talking about an escape pod of some sort? Where did you say you were from?
You're so inclined to take pics of the back of your GPU and monitor. But I'm playing a game right now.
Is that a new settlement of some kind? I haven't kept news from outside the Vale. Oh dear, I see what's happening. You've been taking Adrena time. That stuff will burn right through your upper story, leave you raving and babbling. You ought to try some of
Not
my
now,
purgative
whenever.
tea.
Yeah,
Won't
I'll
cure
probably
what
do.
ails you, but it will distract you for a spell. I'm listening. I am getting old, you know. These two lamps of mine are not as bright as they once were. Or I might have seen you for what you are. My dear, we are all visitors in a momentary universe. Our lives flicker in and out like the guttering of a flame. Here now, then gone. Me and mine are just carrying on as best we can, trying to live our lives in a way that does not feel wasted. I can't stop you from conducting your business down at the plant. I just want you to know that if you take our power away, you will have brought an end to our way of life. Not under Reed's watch. He and I would come to blows within a day, and he would never tolerate my tending to a garden. This is my home. It will be my home even if Reed cuts our power. Simple as that. That's because Reed was my boss. I was the cannery's one and only flavor specialist, you see. Remember that limited run of white chocolate saltuna? That was all me. My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick.
No pressure, my dude. I'm just trying to help. I feel like you could kick ass stream with a little more investment. I'm gonna shut up about it though. I'll try. I'll see what I can do. Maybe get a cam or something. Try to get an actual schedule. I actually gotta fix my schedule. Is this based on Fallout? It's from the creators of Fallout. Fallout New Vegas, if I remember correctly. It's not from Bethesda though. Similar though.
A fish rots from the head down. I do not blame the town. I blame the leader.
Okay. it based on Fallout? Similar game type. Not so much based on Fallout. It looks like a Fallout engine. Probably. It's probably very similar. As I said, it's from the a bunch of people who did Fallout New Vegas, and they decided to do their own game instead of like Fallout 76 because Fallout 76 sucked dick. Like a reskin? That's a different story. Different plot. Different setting. Different planets. Different monsters. No radiation. Oh, that's the plant. That's where I just was. So I gotta decide if I want to divert the power here or divert it from to the town. And I'm not really sure. Ow! 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 What the fuck? Is that out of bounds? Oh, is it mine? Oops. My bad. Oh man, how much do I have to redo? Love when that happens. Oh, I thought the lady was right there. I'm like, I'll steal that. I was so confused. I was like, what's happening? I died a day. Oh, okay. Thank you for saying please. What we got over here?
You hungry? We got canid ribs, canid flank, canid snout too. Something I can help you with? You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off. Zoe was always obsessed with this cereal. Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics. Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions. The other day I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day. Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found. Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd. Hey, I got time. I'll help if I can. Something I can help you with? Fresh off the limb, and that includes canid meat.
These games would be more interactive if you verbally have to say the line to interact with it. Yeah. True. What is this?
Something I can help you with? Fresh off the limb, and that includes canid meat.
Let's see. I don't have enough bits for that, sadly.
If you're hungry, Stefan's got supplies.
Dog meat. I don't know what to do about this girl, Zoe. I want to find her. With the chicken. Hey, you can talk to the chicken?
Got it. Inside voices.
Something I can help you with? Fresh off the limb, and that includes canid meat.
You want some chicken meat? Fresh off the chicken. What do we got over here? Zoe's journal, page 12. So that's it then. No more Edgewater for me. No more cannery. No more jumpsuits and gloves. Yes, ma'am. And would you like it others? I don't know why I'm writing this down for posterity's sake, because I've always hated the cannery, and I don't think I'll ever look back to this journal many years hence and tell myself, oh wow, I did hate the veil once, didn't I? Just because I got sick, everybody gets sick. Well, okay, I got sick and I grabbed a little too much Adrenatime. Is that really a crime? I gotta treat myself when I'm sick, don't I? Whatever happens to personal responsibility and surviving by one's own bootstraps. Oh, but you misappropriate one box of Adrenatime and suddenly you're committing larceny. A bunch of chicken. Oh boy. I'm actually kind of hungry. I haven't been shopping. Well, today is the day, Zoe. Today is the day you take your destiny into your hands. I've been listening to Grace talk about Marauder threat. Bands of wild, free-spirited bandits living in the camps out in the hills, warming themselves by the light of barrow fires. Probably mounted to the heads of their enemies on spikes as a warning to folk like me, living a life of comfort and ease, free of any rules. I bet they could take a whole region if they were organized. I've been tucking away some of Adeline's foods, and I've got some spare cans of salt tuna too. Should last me a couple weeks if I ration. Got some Adrenatime too. Everybody loves Adrenatime. Even Marauders, right? I got odds those Marauders will let me throw in with them if I dangle a couple syringes before their eyes. This is going to be great. Look out, Terra 2. Bandit Queen Zoe's origin story has just begun. I'm gonna have a whole gang of Marauders at my beck and call. Maybe I can even score some Rizzos. Okay, what an idiot. I'm asleep. Kindred Soul, find Zoe. That's my poster now. Okay, let's see. Journal. Zoe, alright, let's go. Let's go find this dumb bitch. Candyland. Cotton Candyland. It makes me think of what are they called? Oh, assault rifle. Ooh. Dr. Seuss. I couldn't think of it. Yeah, Dr. Seuss stuff. You know, the tuft trees. An assault rifle.
I don't know anybody who ever came out this far.
Oh! Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Run! Scatter! Where's she at? Oh, she's right there, okay. Self-Silverstein? Oh yeah, boy. I fucking love that dude. I used to have some of his books. The Giving Tree. I have the Giving Tree. Like a copy of it. Nope, I keep trying to press F for the slow-mo. Oh my god, she's just like, wow! I thought I set her on defensive. Fuck. Damn it. I don't think it's saved. Cause she just went running in there super aggressive. Damn it. Where am I at? Let's see, hon. Let's see. Where are you at? Aggressive. I don't want you aggressive. I want you defensive. Assault rifle. Okay, let's see. Assault rifle. Hey. Flee. Ori.
Okay, keep him quiet.
Seriously? Bitch? Smooth kill with the Musetti? I know, right? What is this? I tried, okay? I tried to be sneaky. I had no bullets. Really? It explodes that far away? Ah! Wait, there's fire? There's lava. Alright, let's see. What I got for this stuff? Why aren't you fighting? Oh, I'm stuck. Fuck. Why isn't she fighting? What the fuck? I put her on defensive, but come on. Defensive. Is her stuff broken or something? No. This pistol fucking blows, brother. Let's see. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Aha. Oh, I'm sorry. Ooh. 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 Yes. Hello?
Here we go.
Wait, I'm sorry. I don't want to kill you. Come back, I'm sorry. How do I help her? What? Maybe if I walk away. I'll let her run. You know? I didn't mean to fucking hit her. I didn't mean to hit her. I'm sorry.
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways. Only thing unscrewed around here is the head of that marauder you took down. Never seen moves like that outside my serial dramas. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen. I'm great at clarifying. No. I insinuated myself into their company, see? And they didn't seem to mind one whit. I don't know. The vital processes that constitute the miracle of life are mysterious and unknowable. Oh, you mean around these guys? The Marauders wouldn't hurt me. They love me. I'm practically their queen. Yeah, must be my natural charisma. I've got all the time in Halcyon. Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong. I doubt that. Nobody in that camp really cared about me. Wait, you're telling me he's got a copy of the Mass Marketeer? Why didn't you say so? I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
That was easy. Okay, let's see. Sneak, hack, ranged, melee. Put some in dodge. Leader, and... Alright, apply. Accept. Let's get some perks up in here. I'll take this one. That seems like a good one to take. I don't have to worry about my weapons breaking. Stuff like that.
you're doing?
Bitch, you're leaving.
Just keep your fingers to your own stuff.
Bitch, I will shoot you. Ain't give no fucks if you go back to that town or not. What's this revolver? 94 DPS. I keep forgetting those on the ground. No. Huh? 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 Uh-huh. I already in here, wasn't I? Yeah, I just went the wrong way. Ooh. It's a plasma gun. Do I have any bullets for this? I do. Okay, cool. Alright, let's go walk back to Greece.
What is it? We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway? You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you.
Cool.
Zoe says she fought her way out of a marauder camp with her own bare hands. Fresh off the limb, and that includes canid meat.
Where's that dude with the books?
Oh gosh, it's so pretty.
Oh, I was like, what? Let's see, where's this? any Overwatch tonight? I don't know. I haven't played Overwatch in a bit, so I'm not too sure. Is the new season out? I don't even know. If you do Overwatch, or I pick some down for a bit of a warm up. Maybe, yeah. Oops.
I don't know what you did to talk some sense into Zoe, but I appreciate it. Wonder where my friends routed the power to. Let me ask. Where did you route the power to? Single and ready to mingle. What the fuck type of fetish is that? Oh my goodness gracious. What is this? This whole...
On my way. Heading back. Sure. I'm going. No problem. I'll head over. Sure. Be right there.
I kind of want to route it to the town. Like, not the town, but that other place. course. Of course he'd be like that. Of course. Oh, man. Let's see. Where am I going? Oh, I was already here. What am I doing?
Not real. You're not real.
Who's down here?
No, no, no. Just leave me alone. Go away, Phantom. You're not real. You're not real. Get away from me, Phantom. Shoot. Scram. You can talk? The Phantom's never talked before. Ugh, I knew I shouldn't have eaten that sprat raw. See? See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting. Clearly, I mistook you for one of the phantoms of my imagination, which terrorized me on occasion. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder. Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant. I specialized in automechanicals, drones.
This dude is fucking
sentries,
nuts. Yeah.
Repaired them, maintained, upgraded, did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section. Oh, before. Definitely before. Sisty Pig Tycoonery was the apex of my long and storied career. Jimmy'd opened the vending machines. That lasted a good couple of months. Eventually, I had to resort to more unconventional means of filling my insides. Braised. Boiled. Charred. Skewered. Sprats are good eating, friend. Chock full of brain food. Mechanicals lost their bolts. Opened fire on anything that moved. It was pandemonium. You mean, why did the Mechanicals go on a murderous rampage? Same reason any of us do, I suppose. The voices told them to do it. I was on cleaning duty at the time.
Dude.
My old boss had me scrubbing pipes when the killing started. So, as usual, I missed out. Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the Mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons. You know, you remind me of myself back when I was an intergalactic adventurer. I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other
This guy
instead.
reminds me of my mom. Oh, I love it.
Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering. There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the mechanicals act, including whom they shoot at. Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal. Here, let me just
What
write
you
it down.
drinking? Ginger ale.
The tail. Definitely start with the tail.
Gin and tonic, no, just ginger ale.
Delicacy. Forgot what you were gonna say? Me too.
What's Everclear? Vodka nice. The best. I don't drink very much. People tell me I'm doing it wrong, but I don't drink a lot. Alright, so where do I go? I'll go there. Everclean was made of was dreams are made of? Okay. Wait, where's that? It's up on the next floor. English, motherfucker. Do you speak it? What's the routing switch? The control terminal's upstairs. Did I loot this man? I can't loot that man. Oh wait, I missed this box. Is it up one more floor? Yeah, it is. Okay. How do I get out of here? I forgot. Oh, this way. Damn, it wasn't that hard to find out, guys. True. Bard. Do I need the code? Let's see. How do I...
Okay, gone quiet.
Got a bottle of 151. Ain't know what that is. But alrighty. Oh no, it's right here. My bad. Modified behavior. Find intruders. Okay, so I set them to shoot each other. That's Bard. They're fighting each other. That's cool. Okay. The door's still barred. Alright. Oh, it's time to divert the power energy, boys. Save the wild or save the town. I kinda wanna save the wild.
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded. Incoming!
Let's see.
If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the veil?
Oh. Investigating.
Here they come!
That dude's missing his fucking head. Oh, I can't go unlock the door. Let's go. Meow. Right, it's back here, I think. Let me fucking jump. Thank you.
I wish I could do that.
Wait, are you kidding me? Bullshit. Lame. Whatever. Alright, so that's rooted. Shit's rooted.
All I know is the decision's final. Once we do this, there's
You should really stream Fallout 2 someday.
Excuse me, ma'am. Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do?
I'll have to get it.
I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished. Miss McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow she's talked the ground into giving life again. It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. She wants to hurt the town. Do you really want to be party to that kind of hatred? Well, that sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way. Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something. Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
Oh, fuck, dude. Oh, fuck. Man. Oh, fuck. I don't know what to do. This is a hard decision. Ooh. Emerald Vale geothermal plant operating at 22% efficiency. Power is currently being distributed to Edgewater and Botanical Laboratory. Rejecting the power is irreversible procedure. Please select a destination. Where's the music at? I ain't got no music. I'm trying to immerse myself in this game. This is such a hard decision. Because, like, the town is kind of fucking depressing. Town is depressing. The wild stuff is kind of nice. Oh, man, guys. I could turn on some music. This game is kind of fucking depressing. Bitch. True. Oh, no, man. No. No, wait. YOLO, it's going to the Botanical Laboratory.
I can't stop thinking on Edgewater, Captain. I'm glad the deserters are gonna be alright now they got power, but what about the town? All those people. That's on account of how I never met her. I don't rightly know. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here. It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers. He's just interested in fixing stuff. He always used to follow me around, asking me to explain what I was doing. Like a puppy, kinda. I'm just glad he's alive. That he's okay. I mean, when Mr. Thompson said he was fired, we all expected the worst. If he wants to learn about engineering, we should help him get those data pads he wants. I'd like to do that for him.
Aww. Okay. Alright. 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 Alright, alright, alright. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. I don't know if I... Access file. To the repair bay. Is that the third one? She wants to pop the question. Let's see. I had to borrow your copy of Young Space Guide. Return the copy to the repair bay. So I'm guessing that's the third one that's been missing. So where's the repair bay? I don't have enough for that. Shit. I don't have enough for that either. She wants to marry a dog. I know there's a quest where she's kind of gay, so... This one's barred. Oh no, it's not anymore. The book should be here somewhere. I'm not sure where the fucking book is though. Because it said they returned it to the repair bay, but I don't know where that is. Oh, found it.
What's eating you?
Ooh. Hell yeah. Alright. So I got that. Now I can leave. Can I fast travel to the town? Alright. Plasma cutters. Slice, dices, cauterizes. Well, there's no point in trying to kill somebody if you're just gonna cauterize them, dude. Alright, I turned off the fences, so that's cool.
Clever.
Oh, I found the journal. Cool. You're ugly. Okay. Ow. Oh God. Feel like somebody's watching me. Hey, thank you for those. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, I don't have enough to unlock that. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Ain't got no privacy. Is that everything to loot here? There's like a little thing up there. Oh, there's marauders. Do I have that rifle still? I do. Let me pop that there. Who is messaging me? Alright, that was easy. Oh, I thought I fell off. Cool. Alright, let's go take that power core.
Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss. Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house.
Good night, Sleepy. Thank you, I appreciate it.
Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you? Got a knack for being discreet-like? There's money to be made, long as you keep your nose clean. Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see? Quotas, mostly. Got a backlog of graves to fill. Bodies won't bury themselves, you know? Four workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little. He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up.
Hey Boo, can play some games with Sam Wyatt and I, but what are you guys playing?
Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy, I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town.
Chill out, Ricky. Jesus. I'm family friendly, remember?
Yeah? The colony ship? Are you talking about that old rumor? Some great big starship packed full of colonists what got lost in the Aether, never to be found again. Ain't heard that one since I was but a stripper.
Yeah, but my chat
Can't say
is.
it was terribly convincing far as rumors go. There a reason you asking? Hope's just a rumor, friend. Ancient rumor at that. Maybe you've been out in the sun too long. Why don't you head over to the cantina? Get yourself some zero-G brew. It's a brew that's good for what ails you. Look, I don't know what's got you caterwauling about Hope this and Colony that, but you need to stop, or there's gonna be trouble. Trouble's in the asking. Board don't much care for folk running their mouths, spreading hoaxes and the like. Frankly, neither do I. Something I can do for you? Yeah? You could look at it that way, I suppose. You could look at us and say, those Edgewater saps lost near every soul to plague. But you'd be wrong. We're survivors. Loyal company folk, brave in the wilds. Every now and again, a virulent plague sweeps through our town. That's life on the frontier, I suppose. A body grows accustomed.
Interesting. Are you guys playing League? League of Legends? Are you playing TFT or Norms? BR 5th. But what about Outer Worlds?
Oh, I cut my own hair. But Conrad sells real good disinfectant.
I can't possibly cut anyone's hair in the dark. Go ahead. Edgewater has been good to me. I consider myself privileged to work here. I am never wanting for
I'll
work.
be your
Not
5th. Give me a
since the
second.
plague
I'll be
started.
there.
As the good vicar says, work fortifies the spirit of a man. If you want to feel exhausted, try not having any work. The plague's come at us with a vengeance this year. Lost 6 workers in as many months. I wouldn't call them good workers, mind you. If they were any good, they'd have been treated. Still, it is a shame. Fever, chills, fatigue, aching, vomiting, an excess of phlegm, a tendency towards belly aching. Company policy, friend. We don't have enough medicine to treat all of us, so we treat the best among us. Nature is monstrous, friend, and this plague is natural selection at work. Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions. As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch. Thank you, no. I despise the cereals. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay. And that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction.
Y'all bitches.
With my
No,
apologies.
you naughty to fuck. Already established Mr. Dr.
Some
Dr.
time
Ching
ago,
Chong Ping Pong
I fell
is a
ill
faggot.
with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn
Did
that
you
right a
include both
second
of my
time.
doctors? I wasn't paying attention.
Barber work hasn't been profitable, you see.
Good job.
I've had to keep this old place
We
running with
appreciate
my
your
own
contribution.
savings.
Give me 1 second. I gotta save this.
It's been a second, Blue.
Shut up.
Not
Family
a
friendly,
bad
Blue.
idea.
Family friendly.
But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers.
Although, if we go
That
by
won't do.
regular show as being family
Your
friendly, we
idea
can get
intrigues
away
me,
with
but
a
I'm afraid
lot
I don't
of
have
like,
anything to beat
suggestive
Silas.
stuff.
I'm
just
open to
saying.
suggestions.
That is true.
Let's go by
Much
Ren and
obliged.
Stimpy being family friendly.
Let's go by 1950s rated G movies. When you wish upon a star, something.
I did this like NICU PICU transport one time, and they always like to put movies on for the kids because we're always like 3-hour transports with those for some reason. They put on like a Shark Tale TV show.
QS.
Dude, they were saying some
Yeah.
raunchy ass shit in it. Like, I don't know how it was a kid show. Everything,
Why do I-
every single thing they said was sexually suggestive.
I'd like to point out I just
Suggestive.
had to use one of those captchas, I am not a robot, to invite a Discord.